Yeah. Hello, my fellow HEMA students. So welcome back. It's Eric Paisley. Quick intro today because we want to get right to the footage of pommel strikes. And head instructor Alexander is going to take us right into the lesson. So let's get to it. Enjoy.
We're going to do a drill that's going to have a little decision making that's going to be more than technical. It's going to be more managing distance and interpreting that and using the right technique. But to start with, we'll do the one that's kind of new, and then we'll do the decision-making one. So what we're going to do is a pommel strike, okay? Yes. Everybody loves pommel strikes. So the scenario we're working in is it's close range, right? So we've mainly been working from a further range, right? Where I'm going to cut or thrust. But you've probably noticed sometimes you get too close. The thrust is not really an option. You would have to pull back too much, and that's not ideal. The cut is possible. But what if he moves in aggressively? Take a simple step in. Now a cut's no longer practical, so what I need to do is lock off his sword pommel to the face, okay? So if we want to think of it in really rudimentary terms of 3 distances, okay? Obviously it's can be more complicated, but just to think of it in layman's terms, the longest distance would be I can reach him with the point safely, okay? The closer would be with the cut, right? The closer than that would be a slice and or wrestling where I can wrap him up or pommeling to the face. So what we're going to deal with this scenario, we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to start in long point, and he's going to aggressively step in and push my sword to the side, okay? So a cut around would be my only smart option from here. I can't really bind, but the smarter thing, if I sense he's closed in like that, once more, he closes in. I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to lock off this arm, pommel to the face, controlled pommel, okay? So there's a lot of ways to do this, but the main idea is I'm not going to let his sword be free and then try to pommel, because what could you do? If I go here, maybe too far away, or you trap to me. So I push in and you just go for a pommel. I can easily strike, or if he's up high, I can cut into the hands. I can do all kinds of stuff. So we've got to be careful about the range when we apply this. So the idea is I don't want to be out here trying to run in with the pommel. That's basically suicide. Let's come this way a little more. It's got to be clear that we're this close in, and I can control his sword with the pommel of the face, okay? So if he's a little more extended, what I can do, and you might find yourself in this situation, he comes in, I push to the elbow. Okay, that's the best way to kind of neutralize the sword, leaving him open here. So I'm pushing him to his inside. Okay, that's the one we're going to work with. If that fails, just to the forearm is fine. You have a little less control, but closing in is the key here. If I don't step in, if I keep this lead leg, I'm kind of extended. That could work, but I want to take a passing step in, get this leg behind here. I could throw him over. We're not going to do that, just control and like so. Okay, simple enough. So let's just get a little more comfortable with that. Let's do a couple rounds of that, and then we'll add in the decision-making part of it. Okay, so let's partner up. I'm going to go into a lot of different scenarios with this. This is the most basic. Let's keep it at that and get comfortable with managing the distance. So right foot forward is the key. So he's going to assertively step in and push me aside. So obviously the longer I wait to react, the more time he has to do something about that. Okay, so I need to feel. This is feeling, right? I feel and I immediately step in. And depending on how close, I may or may not have to even push the arms. But let's go ahead and do that for control, and like so. I step in. So we're both here. He's not taking a passing step, just a simple push, and I pass in and get in close with the pommel. Okay? So he's closing the distance, but I'm closing it even more. Okay? Where I can get into, where I can safely control him. Because one reason would be why I'm doing this, he's aggressively stepped in he's kind of limited my options, right? I don't know what he's going to do, so it perhaps is the safest thing for me to do if I can close that distance before he's prepared. So what makes that work well is I feel him do that, and I move in that tempo, okay? Instead of waiting, reacting, then it's suicidal, right? Okay? That'll work well. Alright, relax, guys. Come in for a second.
Thanks, you too.
It's like training. I feel like I would want to step in. Okay.
I was doing a passive step. That's why it felt
Right,
so
so we're
off.
both starting in long point.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay, that
Let's take a look at a couple of fencers here. We've got Grayson on the right and Devin on the left. We just had a quick lesson by head instructor Alexander, and they're going to go through, and you can see them process the lesson and apply it. It's really good. Let's sit back and watch them just for a few seconds here.
that feels.
I've seen a couple people over here. I've done it with just a method for your whole center balance.
Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video again. This is a new play for a lot of the fencers, including myself. We really enjoyed it. It was a good energy to the Tuesday night class. I'm going to be taking a couple weeks off as we prepare for the holidays and a couple other new events that are coming up. Don't want to spoil anything, so we'll look for new footage on some different things coming up, and we will see you next time. Yeah.